Magandang araw sa inyo mga banateros at eto na nga, nako po, nagkakagulo na. Gago! Hindi naman nagkakagulo. Nagkaroon lamang ng konting bahagyang konti na bahagya pa, bahagyang pagtatalo between the 18 ex-soldiers and DNBI. Naku po, grabe, napanood nyo ba yun? Mainit na konfrontasyon, pero mas mainit pa yung mga after na usapin. Naku, matindi talaga yung nangyari na yun. Kaya papanoorin po natin dahil dito ho, ladies and gentlemen, makikita ninyo kung gaano po kalaki ang problema na nangyayari sa ating bayan na tila lang naman, hindi naman po sure tayo dyan. Tila lang naman. Gago! Tila naman ang kung sino man na nagsisiwalat ng tunay na problema ng bayan natin ay sila pa ang inuusig. At kung sino man ang nagiging makatotohanan, sila pa ang tila ginagawang may sala. At higit sa lahat po yung biktima na mamamayang Pilipino tila wala nang nangyayari sa ating ninanais na katarungan. Bakit to? Alam nyo, hindi ho biro ito. We're talking about billions here. We're talking about lives. 'Di ba? Buhay ng taong bayan. Buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Yung pera na kinakaltas sa atin, tapos ibinubulsa lang, tapos may nagsalita at sinabing mayroon kaming kinalaman sa pagbubulsa, tapos sila pa inuusig, 'di ba? Gago! Yun po yung malaking problema sa ating bayan na kinakaharap ngayon, mga kababayan. Dahil alam nyo nga po, di ba, sinasabi nating paulit-ulit na sana man lang ay bigyan ng pagkakataon. Hindi naman po natin sinasabing, lahat ng kanilang sinasabi ay tama. Hindi, bigyan lamang ng pagkakataon. Fair treatment, ika nga. Hindi naman yung ganoon na parang sila na kaagad ay akusado, parang sila pa yung may kasalanan, sila na ngayon. Wala silang benepisyo dito Wala ho sa kanila dito ang merong masasabi nating mapapala. Hindi ho ito mga politiko Tinuturo nga nila kung sino yung mastermind. Kaya lang, umabot sa Malacanang. Gago! Tapos ngayon, ang may kasalanan na sila. Alabo naman nun. Parang wag naman ganun. Naman tayo. Sana man lang talagang alamin natin. Ang nakakapagtaka dito ang katahimikan ng mga pink tae at saka mga dilawang tae. Only because they hate BP Sara Duterte. Yun lang yun. Gago! Kasi ako, para sa akin, normal na kung ang mga tanso, yung mga tatanga-tangang tanso at saka yung mga vlogger ng tanso na tatanga-tanga din, normal lang na protektahan nila ang kanilang boss. Siyempre, yun ang nagbabayad sa kanila Diba? Totoo naman Yun ang nakita mo yung mga nagre-react, puro troll. Yun yung kasi mga nagbabayad sa kanila Diba? Pero alam mo yun, para sa akin, normal lang sana na sila ganun. Pero ang makakapagtaka talaga yung mga pinklawan tsaka mga dilawan na dating galit na galit kay Marcos. Ngayon nakikita nila yung flood control o yung ghost flood control ay tumutungo kay Marcos pero napakatahimik. Di ba ka nagtataka doon? Yung dating tatay niya ang merong ginawang kalokohan, biniblame nila si BBM. Tama, mali. Di ba? Parang sinasabi nila, like father, like son. Ngayon na nakikita na nila mismo at binagtuturo na mismo na ito talaga yung mga yung salarin. Ano mong ginagawa? Ang may kasalanan, para bagang nawala na ng kasalanan. At yung nagtuturo, sila na ngayon ang kinukundinan itong mga pingtae. Kahit itong mga reporter, ganun. Gago! Alam niyo kung bakit? Gusto niyo malaman? Kasi nga, dahil sa maleta. Maleta lang yan, Brad. Yan ang totoo. Kaya alam mo, matindi itong laban na ito. Matindi itong laban natin. Bakit to? Kasi ang laking pera. Makapangyarihan na. Ganito ginagawa nila eh. Makapangyarihan na sila. Tinatakot pa nila yung mga nagsasalita tulad niyan. Di ba? Tinatakot nila yan. Kasi ngayon, may demanda na. So, tinatakot pa nila yan. Tapos, antindi pa ng perang pinamimigay. Saan ka pa, di ba? So, doon ka na lang sa safety. O, may pera ka pa. Kaya ganyan yung mga media ngayon, puro mga bayaran tae. O, ito, pag-usapan na natin, ha? Pero nakalimutan ko. Wait lang, yan. Inayos ko kasi audio, eh. Mas maganda ang audio nito. Ha? Alam mo naman tayo, audio file tayo, eh. Ano tayo, eh, yung... sobra tayo sa audio eh. Gusto ko maganda talaga. Kaya inayos natin yung audio. Okay? Chotomate ko dasay. Ayan. Wait ha. Ito, i-play na natin ha. Ito, maganda audio nito. Di katulad ng mga lumalabas sa ano. Ito, pasok.
Here to provide relevant information on the investigation being conducted by this Bureau in relation to the deputation to conduct background investigation and verification from the Office of the Ombudsman on the joint affidavit dated 23 February 2026 of Bernard Tube et al. So it appears on your authority from the Ombudsman that you just want to ascertain the identity of the affiance. But tell us if you want to go beyond your deputization. Just let us know.
Of course, ano. But yung background investigation and verification will also be beyond mere name and identity. Of course. So we will have questions for them pertaining to their
So you are no longer limited on the ascertainment of the identity of the 18, but you would want to dwell on matters raised in their sworn.
Papaliwanag natin kung ano nangyayari dito ha. Isa-isay natin ha. Dito nagsasalita si Attorney Baligod na sinasabi niya na itong subpina ninyo ay subpina lamang to identify kung tama ba yung tao na ito ba talaga siya ba talaga yon. Para bagang ganito yan eh. Meron yan sa korte na sasabihin mo yung arraignment, parang ganon. Meron yan, pero sa korte yun yung arraignment. Parang sasabihin mo, opo, ako po yung inaakusahan na yan. O, opo, ako po yung nag-aakusa. Parang ganon. Dito, yun yung subpina. Para ma-identify lang, siguradong ito bang mga pangalan na kasi remember, ang effort nagsimula kay Atty. Baligod hindi po sila pinatawag basta-basta. Ang nangyari, nagsubmit sila ng affidavit nila sa ombudsman. Ang ombudsman, inutusan ito, mga NBI, dineputize sila. Yun yung tinatawag na deputize. Inutusan sila na this time, nakasulat sa subpoena, identify yung mga tao na ito. At siguraduhin ba na sila talaga yung nag-submit nito at sinabi nilang sinumpaang salaysay ay akin, bla bla bla, ganito. At ako po ay nangangakong lahat ng sinabi ko ay katotohanan. Parang ganon, yun yung hinihingi lang. Yun lang yung laman ng subpina o yung, kasi iba natatakot ka sa subpina. Hindi, ibig sabihin ng subpina is pinatawag ka. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nun inakusahan ka na. So, pinatawag ka para sabihin mo, ikaw ba itong nag-submit? Kunwari, ikaw ba, J. Guevara? O ikaw ba, Jack? Sir Jack, ang nag-submit nito? Affidavit na ito? Yes, Your Honor. Parang ganon. Yun lang dapat. Okay? Yun lang dapat. Okay? Ngayon, merong gustong mangyari itong mga NBI natin. Ano ba ito?
Statement.
Definitely fine.
So that's your direction.
We will be limited to that only. We will be limited to the sworn affidavit submitted before the ombudsman.
Yes, that's my...
Will be allowing us to do that?
objection to doon.
No. Ang worry namin is your authority as deputy of the ombudsman. Right? That's inyo. But if you were to dwell beyond the identity of the affiance, then let us know.
Yeah, we are doing that.
Diba? Because if you want to interrogate them with respect to their affidavit, I am only the single lawyer for the 18, and you will now dwell on their constitutional right to be assisted by counsel of their choice.
So dito, ang sinasabi ni attorney NBI ma'am, yung babae, sabi niya, we will just be limited doon sa affidavit na pinasa ninyo. Ang sinasabi naman ni attorney Baligod, hindi na yan sakop no subpina ninyo. Yan po ay interrogation na. Para bagang ini-interrogate nyo na, tinatanong nyo na isa-isa kung ano yung laman, tama ba to? At ang gustong mangyari ng NBI ay isa-isa. Hindi yun ang laman ng subpina, yung pagpapatawag. Kasi sabi nga ni attorney dito, kung yung pala ang laman, di sana nagdala kami ng mga ebidensya namin. Kasi ang mangyayari, bakit ba niya pinipilit? Bakit sinasabi na ba, natatakot ba si attorney na mabuking, na magkakaiba sila ng statement? Hindi ho natatakot. Ang tawag po kasi dyan, legal process. Kailangan lahat documented. Hindi pa pwedeng basta ka na lang magtatanong sa isang tao, sa kliyente, nang hindi tama yung papel na ipinasa mo. Hindi nga yan warrant eh. Hindi rin yan kung ano-ano man. Yan po ay para lang i-identify na kung kayo ba talaga ang pumirma dito. Yun lang dapat. Hindi na yung content noong... kasi nga, remember, ang dapat gumawa nun, ombudsman. Bakit? Kasi sa ombudsman pinasa. Etong dineputize na NBI, sila ay nag-iimbestiga lang. Hindi ho sila talaga yung mismong supposedly tatayong parang piskal. Kasi ombudsman parang piskal eh. Ang korte yung sandigang bayan. Naintindihan na natin, hindi ang ombudsman ang korte. Sandigang bayan ang korte. So ombudsman ang parang piskal. Para bagang ganito. Nagsubmit ako ng reklamo sa piskal. Ang sabi ng piskal, dun sa nag-i-implement, yung security guard. In this particular case, hindi ko sinasabi security guard lang itong mga NBI. Doon sa security guard. Kasi nga, siya yung nagpapasa, siya yung sabi, pakitanungin mo na nga to, ito, tanungin nyo to. Di ba? Naintindihan nyo ibig sabihin, hindi ho trabaho ng NBI na mag-interrogate unless there is a crime that happened o merong reklamong crime. Remember, these are witnesses. These are people na sila ang nag-akusa. So bakit parang ang dating sila ang i-interrogate? Yun yung punto dito.
But just to be clear, no, they are not suspected of committing an offense, no? So hindi po ito custodial investigation. Let me repeat that this is not a custodial investigation. But just the same, if you want to be present when your clients are interviewed, we are not invited to do so.
Yes, because that is the source of our confusion, sir, no? Because no less than the head of your office is ubiquitous in media, already saying that 4 of the people are not in fact Marines, 8 of them were not in fact employed by Saldico, and he even said a lot more. Let me just point this out. Okay, these are the pervasive assertions of the NBI director. 14 Marines, there are only 14 Marines. The rest are not. That's his allegation already. And he is citing intelligence information given to NIR. He also said there was a general belonging to class 75 of PMA.
Ito ang problema talaga eh. Kaya alam mo, ako NBI director, kung ako sa'yo, wag ka munang magbigay ng statement. Diba? Kasi diyan napahamak si Boying Remulla. Yung lagi niyang pinangungunahan. Remember, hindi po kayo mga husgado. Kayo po ay mga investigador. Kaya nga National Bureau of Investigation. You only investigate. Let the court do the conclusion. Alam mo, kaya nga nakakatuwa yung dating NBI director na hindi siya nanghuhusga. Siya lang ay nagtatanong, nag-iimbestiga. Dapat kasi ganun. Parang yung sa DOJ dati, dapat hayaan mo muna yung mga akusasyon, hayaan mo muna yung complainant, hayaan mo muna yung defense, tapos saka ka magbigay ng iyong statement o judgment na parang, okay, we think that there is a probable cause, blah, 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 ganyan. Hindi mo pa nga nakikita, ginudge mo na kaagad. Diba? Hindi mo pa nakakausap, ginudge mo dito nga, dapat nga, hindi kayo humuhusga mawalang galang na po kay Sir, NBI Director. Ginagalang ko po ito, mabait daw na tao ito. Kaya lang, baka naman, pwedeng, wag nyo muna kayo magbibigay ng statement kasi lalo na didiskaril yung investigasyon. Dito, obvious na yung mga statement. Kaya nga, sa totoo lang, feeling ko yung mga NBI, napapailing na lang Parang, kasi naman yung director namin, ang daldal Kesa na parang lumabas na professional sila, parang lumalabas political na, hindi na professional. Kasi tama nga naman, sabi ni attorney, yung boss nyo nga, ginudge na yung mga kliyente ko. Paano pa ako magtitiwala sa inyo kung iisa-isahin yung interrogate yan? Di ba?
Who recruited this 18 and they were only employed for 2 years. But we are ready to prove that one of them had been working with Zaldico for 9 years, a lot of them for 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, no? And then he even implied something venal or something corrupt on this 18. He said, these 18 have executed their affidavit because of economic reasons. Na wala daw silang trabaho at wala silang kita, hirap sa buhay. Next, may sinabi pa siya na we verified the flight detail of airtaxi.ph and according to the certification given to us, there was no flight to Ilocos Norte between 2023 to 2025. But the affidavit says it was in 2022. Why did he skip the 2022?
Grabe, booking siya dyan. May video tayo niyan. Nasa affidavit daw nila, 2022 nag-deliver. Tapos, meron si NBI Director Matibag na sinasabi na tinawagan nga namin yung air taxi at nagbigay sila ng dokumento at sinasabing 2023 to 2025 wala namang lumipad sa kanila. Bilang ako, dati ako nagnanilbihan dyan sa ganyan, gayan. At sinabi niyang, diyan pa lang tila nagkaroon ng discrepancy. O sa Tagalog, malamang nagsisinungaling. That's in my interpretation. But, dun pa lang, sabi nga ni attorney, Baligod, sandali, chutumate ko dasay. Ano ito Ang sinabi namin 2022, bakit sinabi mo 2023 to 2025? Bakit mo nilaktawan yung 2022? Patay tayo dyan, NBI Director. Ang aga mo mabukulan. Naku, delikado yan. Sa totoo lang, sir, wag ho kayong Kasi I understand that you were appointed by the President. And you serve, pleasure of the President. How pleasure it is. Diba? You are appointee by Marcos. But remember, 2 years na lang. Don't bet your entire career. Be professional. Yan lang naman sa akin, sir. Be professional dahil 2 years na lang ang iyong presidente. Naku po. Kung ganyan ang iyong asta, baka delikado yan sa'yo. Hindi naman ako nanghuhusga. Pero, syempre, after nyan, sira na yung reputasyon mo. Di ba? Sira na.
So, I think the director, and I'm sure you will follow what the director is saying, because I know Attorney Raimundo that you are very close to the new director. Okay? Sir, no. Let me just finish. No? So, my concern as a party involved here is that you subpoenaed us to to ascertain the identity of the 18. Now you are telling us you want to go beyond the identity of the affiants. So, under what authority are you trying to do that? Because you are limited by the deputation by the Ombudsman. And if you want to get into the details, the Ombudsman already sent me a letter requiring us to perform a positive act of supplying additional information, etc., etc.
Yun nga ang problema dyan ladies and gentlemen, di ba? Yung ombudsman nag-iimbestiga na. As a matter of fact, sabi nga dito, umihingi na ng mga additional evidence sa kanila. Gumagalaw ombudsman. Ang hindi ko maintindihan, bakit pa kailangang ipatawag ng NBI? Ito ba ay tamang proseso? Hindi Kasi magkakaroon ng dobleng panghuhusga. Sa totoo lang, ang maaari nga nating maisip dyan at iniisip ng taong bayan ay baka naman ito'y simpleng pananakot. Tama, mali? Pananakot dito sa mga taong nagbubulgar ng katotohanan. Bakit kailangan imbestigahan? Kasi lagi nilang ginagawa yun, papatawag ka ng NBI, naku, lagot ka. Gago! Sana po, wag tayong ganun, mga sir, mga ma'am. Kasi professional po ang NBI. Ako, ang taas talaga ng galang ko sa NBI. Pagka nagkakabulilyaso ang mga kapulisan, pasensya na po sa ilang kapulisan natin kasi marami rin naman talagang lokong pulis NBI ang ating tinatakbuhan dahil sila mga professional na mga abogado. Aside from natatakot sila na maano ang kanilang trabaho, natatakot din yung mga yan madisbar dahil pinaghirapan mo maging abogado tas masisira ka lang dahil lang sa political puppet ka ng isang politiko. Di ba? Kaya ang taas ng galang ko dito sa mga ito Pero kung ganito naman ang mangyayari, abay, parang lokohan na ho ito kung gayon.
So, my worry now is, Ombudsman will conduct a factual investigation. NBI will also conduct its own factual investigation that is beyond the deputation of Ombudsman. And you know that the law fronts on two agencies investigating the same factual issue because of the danger of two agencies coming out with different results. That is what the law prohibits. So, that's why, with due respect, sir, Attorney Raimundo and ma'am, no? Let us limit our exercise now to conform with your subpoena. But if you want to dwell further, send us the proper subpoena so that we can also bring the affidavit, the pictures or videos attached to that affidavit, and some other evidence that you may require. But for now, I'm afraid that we cannot provide any answer to you that is beyond the identity of the 18. Thank you po. Thank you.
Are you finished, sir? Excuse me, just respond briefly,
Oh, ma'am, may I just make a manifestation so you can respond to both of us at the same time?
Go ahead.
Attorney Rayundo, we are here lest anyone think that we have something to hide. That's why we are refusing. Let me give you the context. We are here out of respect to the National Bureau of Investigation as an institution.
Thank you, sir.
Nanggaling din po ako rito, the NBI is composed of men and women of high professionalism, integrity, and probity. However, due to political appointments at the very top, nawe-weaponize at nami-misemploy ang powers ng NBI, which is a highly revered institution. Ngayon ko lang nalaman kay Attorney Baligod na meron na palang sabina o letter na inaanyayahan itong 18 na imbestigahan doon. This reinforces my belief na itong sabina na ito at yung sabina roon, dala-dalawa. Kayo, deputize sila, yung main source of the power. I intended to harass and intimidate not only the 18, but my client and the other persons involved here as well. The fact that you are even telling us that they are going to be interrogated one by one in a room is already abuse, because the limits of your power are only within the four corners of your deputization, as Attorney Levy correctly stated, ascertain the background. Now, if you want to ask my client here about his background, and I believe his background is very well known, you ask him now. We will not consent to any one-on-one. That those are tactics that everyone knows are intended to intimidate and scare witnesses. We will not consent to that, custodial interrogation or not, because if you want to question him one-on-one, that's already custodial interrogation in anything but name.
Yaw.
Huwag na tayo maglukuhan, Panyero.
Panyero!
Tinatakot nila talaga. They question tayo, you're here. We are not. He's
Kakaiba pala ito si Topacio. Short but terrible, ah. Palaban.
here now. You ask him. Tapos.
Okay na day. Alright, thank you. See, let's respond to that. First off, let me just say na first of all, thank you for recognizing the integrity of the men and women in the NBI. So, you have our oath as lawyers and law enforcers that we are impartial. This is a fact-finding investigation. We will go where the evidence leads. Alright?
Nalilito namin yun eh.
Wag ganon! Grabe ito si Atty. Topacio. May side comment pa eh. Narinig na namin yan eh. Ikaw naman, sir, attorney.
So, I just objected to the use of the word interrogation. As I said earlier, hindi po ito interrogation. The individuals subpoenaed today are not suspected of committing any offense. They are subpoenaed as witnesses. And so what we will do is an interview. Okay? Now, we are interviewing them individually for efficiency, to save time. But of course, if Attorney Baligod so chooses, he can accompany the interviewees one by one. We'll just have to schedule it today. But let me just reiterate that, that we are impartial here. We're just following where the evidence will lead. Okay? So, about the deputization from the Ombudsman, siguro we would just disagree with your assertion na it's limited to simply the identity of the subpoenaed individuals. Hindi po, so the background investigation and verification includes the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters. So the NBI has plenary powers to investigate. We've been deputized by the Ombudsman to investigate, and we will do just that. But if you're telling us that you're objecting to answering questions that pertain to the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters, then that's noted po. But if it's still okay with you, we'll still proceed with the interview. And then if there are any questions given during the individual interviews that you object to, then you can say so.
Overbroad. Sige, that's my point, sir.
Naglolo kang diary ito.
Naka pa, umirit pa siya.
It says Euratories to conduct background investigation and verification. So, whose background are you trying to investigate? Isn't it that the affiant's background is the subject of the subpoena? Because you cannot conduct a background investigation on the facts alleged in the affidavit. It's just a wrong choice of word, if I may. No, but we are willing to answer your questions. No problem with that, sir. But as I said, I am also, as a lawyer, who believes in the integrity of the institutions that we must protect. What happens now if you will have your own factual report and Ombudsman will also have its factual report?
We will submit our factual report to the Ombudsman.
Exactly, sir. So why this duplicity in the
Yun.
exercise when ombudsman itself also will conduct its own factual investigation?
Sir, you're questioning the wisdom of the ombudsman there, ano? He had just filed orders here. He instructed to conduct these interviews.
So it's I think it's too far a conclusion that I am questioning the wisdom of the ombudsman. What I'm just saying is you sent us a subpoena and we complied with your subpoena. We appeared here believing that the purpose of the subpoena is to conduct background investigation. Had you informed us that you will dwell beyond the identity of the affiance, then you could have prepared also. Because I'm sure you will be asking, number one, where did these photos came from? Who took the photos? Where is the original of these photos stored in your computer equipment, right? Those will be your logical questions. Number two, who recruited you to execute your affidavit?
Do you want to answer that now?
Okay? Yeah, we are ready. No. Number three, you would want to say, is there anybody or were you paid to execute this affidavit? Those will be your questions, eh? Diba? Who is now providing for your food, for your security, etc. Since when were you employed with Zandico? Who is this general belonging to Quas 75 that director had been saying recruited you? We are ready to answer all of those, ma'am, with your suspect.
What do you suggest so we can proceed to that one?
The good questions. Maybe you can answer now.
Yes, I can. If you want.
What can you suggest? Attorney, kanina na pa po niya sinasabi. Sasagot lang sila nung kanilang sinulat nyo sa subpoena. Identify lang yung mga tao at sasabihin lang nila na kami po ang gumawa niyan at sumumpa. Yun po yung sinasabi nila, attorney. Wala pong iba.
But what you suggest, ma'am? As
What do you suggest, sir? So at least we can come to an agreement.
yes, you send us another subpoena so that, you know, you will be asking where is the original of this picture. They don't have it with them because they were not to bring it nila.
Alam mo kung bakit delikado yan? Kasi nga, kunwari tinanong, ito yung pumunta na siya sa details ng affidavit. Tingnan ninyo mangyayari. Tatanungin ng investigador. Halimbawa, inisa-isa ni sila. Asan yung, itong nga sa affidavit mo, may picture ka ni ganito, ni ganire, ganyan. Asan yung ganito? Di ba? Sino yung pinagdalhan nyo? Ano bang karagdagang ebidensya mo? Wala ka ngayon masagot. Bakit? Hindi ka prepared eh. Hindi naman yan ang dahilan kung bakit kayo pumunta eh. Hindi ka prepared. Tapos sasabihin ng NBI, hindi po nakasagot ang mga dating sundalo. Di ba? Sasabihin nilang ganon. Anong lalabas dun? Ay, tingnan mo na, wala pala silang ebidensya, wala palang napresentang ebidensya, o kaya naman sasabihin, walang ebidensyang ibinigay ang mga dating sundalo o security aid ni Zaldico. Ay, wala sila. Di ba? Alam mo yung magiging perception ng tao? Kaya nga ang sinasabi ni Atty. Baligo dito, sandali, meron ng investigasyon at meron naka-file na ito sa ombudsman, bakit may doble investigasyon pa? Sana kung ang sinabi ng ombudsman, we refer everything to the NBI. And where medyo hindi naman sa sa kini-question natin yung NBI, pero parang wala ata po sa sa pangkaraniwang proseso. 'Di ba? Dapat kung merong investigasyon, imbestigahan, ipasubmit yung mga additional requirement which is ginawa ng ombudsman, bakit inuulit pa ng NBI? So what's the agenda of the NBI? Again, we're not blaming the NBI lawyers that were present at that time. Kasi again, sila po ay inutusan lamang ng kanilang NBI director. Gago! So the point here is medyo dumodoble-doble na yung ginagawa. At anong purpose? Yun lang naman yun eh. Anong purpose? At di ba kung maalala ninyo, tinanong natin si Atty. Baligo tungkol dyan. Anong sagot niya? Kasi in presenting evidence, you have to be strategic. That's how to do it in court. So magtatanong at biglang ilalabas yung alam na yung sagot pero lalabas bigla. Ngayon, malalaman mo pag nagsisinungaling yung mga inakusahan. Kaya hindi pa pwedeng i-discuss agad-agad lahat-lahat yung ebidensya. Kailangan umabot ng korte. Ang problema dito, tila, ewan ko kung ito ba ay masasabi nating dinidribble o para magkaroon ng maling perception ang mga Pilipino na ay, hindi prepared ito mga ito. Di ba?
We have all this issue now with Sabina. No? Just because we the issue with Sabinas for today, does not mean we're breaking different issue now in the future.
Exactly. So we can agree, for now, we can establish their identity. The director is saying 4 of them are not Marines.
Are you ready with their identity documents, sir?
His, even their serial number.
Alright.
Oh, so
That's good.
yes, ma'am. So identity first, and then if you want to go further, send us a subpoena so we can also be prepared to respond to your questions intelligently and promptly. Di ba? Kasi pag mag-question kayo ngayon, asan yung original nito? Pero hindi namin din yun.
Sir, what do you exactly suggest so we can do that agreement?
Okay, ma'am.
The wordings, exactly. If you want, we can work it out.
So ayan no, yun napakalinaw na pangyayari.
Kami ang boses ng masa, hindi natatakot. Katotohanan lang, di kami nalulunod. Walang bahid ng sismis, lahat ay totoo. Kahit sino ka pa, pag mali ka babanatan ka. Walang pinipili kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pagdama palakpakan, pag mali banatan, di matitinag, di matatakot. Para sa bayan, tuloy ang sigaw. Sa harap ng kamera, walang halong takot. Mga baluktot, lahat kayo'y tuwa.